Shakespeare, the bard, a giant of English literature. He wrote plays about love, ambition, revenge, and everything in between. One of his most powerful tragedies is Othello. Written around 1603, it takes us back to a time of powerful emotions and dangerous intrigue. Imagine a world of sword fights, sailing ships, and whispers in the dark. That's the world of Othello. Othello is a Moor, a general in the Venetian army. He's a respected leader, but he's also an outsider in Venice, a society dominated by white Europeans. This difference, this sense of being other, plays a crucial role in the tragedy that unfolds. The play is set against the backdrop of war and conflict between Venice and the Ottoman Empire. This historical context adds another layer of tension and uncertainty to the story. It's a world where trust is fragile and suspicion can quickly turn deadly. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive into a story filled with passion, jealousy, and ultimately, devastating loss. Our story begins in Venice, a city of canals and secrets. Othello, a brave general, has secretly married Desdemona, the daughter of a Venetian senator. This hidden marriage becomes a ticking time bomb. Enter Iago, Othello's envious ensign. Iago despises Othello and plots his downfall. He uses lies and whispers to poison Othello's mind. Iago's plan is as cunning as it is cruel. He manipulates Cassio, making him appear as Desdemona's lover. Iago plants seeds of doubt, feeding Othello's jealousy. Othello's love turns into monstrous obsession. Convinced of infidelity, Othello is consumed by rage. Blinded by jealousy, Othello's betrayal leads to a tragic end. Let's meet the key players in this tragic drama. First up, Othello, the Moor of Venice. He's a seasoned warrior, respected for his courage and leadership. Yet beneath his strong exterior lies a deep-seated insecurity, fueled by his status as an outsider. Desdemona, Othello's wife, is the epitome of innocence and purity. She loves Othello deeply, but her love is ultimately no match for the poisonous whispers that infect her husband's mind. Then there's Cassio, Othello's lieutenant, a man of honor who becomes an unwitting pawn in Iago's game. He's loyal to Othello but falls victim to Iago's cunning schemes. And finally, we have Iago, the mastermind behind the tragedy. He's often called one of the most sinister villains in all of literature. Driven by envy and a thirst for power, he manipulates everyone around him with chilling precision. These characters, with their complex motivations and tangled relationships, create a powder keg of emotions that explodes with Shakespearean intensity. Let's talk more about Iago, the puppet master of this tragedy. Shakespeare doesn't give us a clear reason for Iago's hatred of Othello. Is it because he was passed over for promotion? Is it rooted in racial prejudice? Or is it something darker, a twisted pleasure he derives from destroying others? That's the brilliance of Iago's character. His motives remain shrouded in mystery, making him all the more terrifying. He's a master manipulator, preying on the vulnerabilities of those around him. He understands human nature, exploiting people's weaknesses and insecurities to achieve his own twisted goals. He's like a venomous snake, slowly poisoning the minds of his victims with his lies and insinuations. Iago is a chilling reminder that the most dangerous villains are often those who hide in plain sight, whispering poison into the ears of those they seek to destroy. Jealousy is the driving force behind Othello's downfall. It's a theme that resonates throughout the play, consuming Othello's thoughts and actions. Shakespeare masterfully portrays the destructive power of this emotion, showing how it can twist love into suspicion, trust into doubt. Iago recognizes Othello's vulnerability to jealousy. He knows that Othello, despite his military prowess, feels insecure in his marriage to Desdemona. Iago expertly exploits this insecurity, planting seeds of doubt that grow into a forest of suspicion. Othello's jealousy is not simply a personal flaw. It's also fueled by the societal prejudices of his time. As a black man in a white society, he's already an outsider. Iago's whispers play on his deepest fears, convincing him that Desdemona's love for him was never real. Shakespeare shows us how jealousy, once it takes root, can poison even the strongest of hearts, leading to irrational thoughts and tragic actions. Betrayal is another major theme in Othello. It's a story filled with broken trust and shattered loyalties. Iago's treachery is central to the plot, but he's not the only character who betrays another. Othello himself betrays Desdemona, allowing jealousy to cloud his judgment and ultimately leading him to commit the ultimate betrayal, taking the life of the woman he loves. Even Cassio, though unwittingly, betrays Othello's trust by falling into Iago's trap. His actions, though innocent in intent, provide Iago with the ammunition he needs to destroy Othello. Shakespeare reminds us that betrayal can take many forms, from grand acts of treachery to subtler breaches of trust. It's a wound that cuts deep, leaving scars that can last a lifetime. Othello's race is central to the play's themes of prejudice and otherness. As a Moor, he's immediately marked as different in Venetian society. While he's respected for his military skills, he's also subject to suspicion and racism. Iago's manipulation of Othello often relies on racial stereotypes, playing on the prejudices of the time. He uses Othello's race against him, suggesting that Desdemona's love for him is unnatural and that she will inevitably betray him. Othello's own insecurities about his race and his place in Venetian society make him vulnerable to Iago's poisonous whispers. He internalizes the racism he encounters, which contributes to his downfall. Through Othello's story, Shakespeare forces us to confront the insidious nature of prejudice and the ways in which it can divide us. Othello, more than 400 years after it was written, remains a powerful and relevant play. Its themes of jealousy, betrayal, and the destructive nature of prejudice continue to resonate with audiences today. We still live in a world where love and hate, trust and suspicion are constantly at war. We see the devastating consequences of jealousy and the enduring power of manipulation. Othello reminds us of the importance of critical thinking, of questioning what we hear and see, and of resisting the urge to make judgments based on fear and prejudice. It's a timeless story about the fragility of human relationships and the devastating consequences of unchecked emotions. So the next time you encounter Othello, whether on stage or on the page, remember that it's more than just a play. It's a mirror reflecting the complexities of the human experience, reminding us of the power and the peril of our own emotions.